Hello, my name is Caden Bird. I'm doing my topic presentations on journalism in Pakistan. I chose this because I actually started out my college career as a journalism major, and I'm just really passionate about its ideals and how it works in the world. In this presentation, we're going to be going over two topics really. One is Daniel Pearl and who he is and his life, and two, just how journalism works and operates in Pakistan. Daniel Pearl was an American journalist working for the Wall Street Journal. He was Jewish and he was killed in 2002 in Pakistan. Daniel was based out of Mumbai, India. He had set up an interview with someone living in Pakistan. This individual said that he had information on Al Qaeda terrorist in Britain. So he traveled to Pakistan and was staying at a hotel. And in the evening, men came and kidnapped him and held him for ransom. They demanded that the United States release Pakistani terrorists and to stop a shipment of F-16 aircrafts being sent to the Pakistani government. You can see here in the picture that this is one of the pictures released showing that they had him. He had that day's newspaper. He was held for 9 days, and then at the end, the United States government was not able to locate him in time, and he was killed. The terrorists who were responsible for this were videotaping it and sent it out to the United States as a warning to them for what's going to happen to the reporters if they continue to meddle with their affairs. The men that were responsible for this were caught and convicted. Since 2002 and the Daniel Pearl incident, journalism in Pakistan has really not improved that much. It still is a very dangerous place for journalists and free speech. Right now, the current situation in Pakistan is this. The government is trying to control the news. Pakistani government has allowed journalists to have some kind of free speech, but they're restricted in the fact that they cannot talk about certain subjects regarding the military or how the government operates. As well, their culture dictates that they can't talk about certain taboo subjects. There's a thing called a blasphemy law, which again, it deals a lot with its religion. And so journalists in the news are restricted from writing things that would be seen as blasphemy to Islam and writing against the government and its military. And right now, the government is trying to control the news and control how the journalists are writing and who is saying what. The Pakistani government is targeting journalists through two different ways. One, they're attacking them financially, making sure that the news organizations can't hire as many journalists, and in some cases, journalists are just being let go without cause or being fired. And in other cases, the Pakistani government is actually sending people out to attack the bloggers and the journalists. They're using its state police to find these individuals and pull them in for questioning. They're trying to use fear tactics against them. And some journalists have been shot and beaten. The man in this picture is named Hamid Mir, and I believe he's been shot by six different times, and he is a very famous journalist in Pakistan. An example of how the government is attacking the news organizations. GOTV is the country's most famous television program. It's a news cycle, and it was actually told by the government that it would not be able to air its programs until it came up with a deal not to report on certain military actions and how the government's being run. It's back on the air now, but for part of 2018, it was off for most of the country. Pakistan is a very dangerous place just because of its location geographically and the countries around it. It is a hot spot for a lot of wars and military actions. But regardless, there's been many journalists that have been killed in the last decade. This chart here shows where Pakistan ranks among countries with the most journalists killed. And as you can see, it's fifth right here. But throughout different years, I've seen that it's been fourth or third, and so it remains very high throughout the last decade. And these are my sources. I hope you learned something from this presentation, and thanks for watching.